Lots of stuff going on in here. So let's dip off this way. We got a sheep. Some bundles of joy. More bundles here. Got a bedroll. Okay. Snagged yourself a bedroll. Let's read what that does. We also got the rope. A length of sturdy rope, a mainstay in any traveler's pack. We got the bedroll. Use this to rest when there are no enemies nearby. So one thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put that on my hotkey bar. And then we'll move this down. We'll move this down. Just kind of move everything down. There's probably an easier way to do that, but whatever. We need to sell that book. So let's do that. Okay. So let's go around this side of the ship first. We have a barrel in here. Some more gold coins. Go ahead and take that. I wonder if like there's a hotkey like space or something to collect all. There's more rope over here. Don't want to miss that. Okay. We'll search that side of the ship here in just a sec, but let's go down this side first. So, oh, I already looked at that. Okay, spacebar is take all. Make me mad. Alright, let's talk to Sabile. Sabile.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Wonder what she's doing, or ask if you may join her. I'm gonna wonder what she's do. No, let's see if we can join her.
She shakes her head.
No, she doesn't want to play with me.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Frown. Whose fates is she deciding? Or laugh. Can she read the future and count entrails as well? We'll frown. Whose fate is she deciding?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Let's see. If she can decide the fates with dice, ask if she can read the future and count intros as well, or decide it's best to take your leave. I don't really want to take my leave yet. I think this is kind of rude, but we'll go with this option.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no, but I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
You don't see why not. Extend your arm or decline. No, we're definitely doing this. You don't know where her tongue has been. No, let's do it.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone.
I was?
You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
Oh, they were dirty. Maybe. I don't know. Stare at the ground, embarrassed. You had quite forgotten about that. Admit wide-eyed. That's exactly right. Or snap at her. She doesn't know what in seven hells she's talking about. No, that's exactly right. There was a lot of go fish.
Of course it is. The truth's right there. Skin deep.
Skin deep.
But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me.
Thanks. Wouldn't want anybody to know that I play card games.
I don't lick and tell.
Lick and tell. Alright, she didn't have any trade options, so let's keep moving. Ben Mist. So this is Ifan down here. So this is one thing that I don't know that was supposed to be technically in the game, but if you hold Alt, it shows you, different options of stuff around that you can interact with. Well, it says Greasy Key here. I think it's supposed to be secret, because like if you look in the box, nothing. But you can click and drag the box and move it, and then you can find a Greasy Key, an old key. What did I say? It's something about it. Okay, an old key now to find what it can unlock. We'll do that in just a second. Let's talk to you.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
He doesn't want to talk to me at all, but he does want to trade. I have a book for sale that I stole from you. Stole from someone. Cloth scraps. Nothing. I'm just gonna sell the book for 1 gold coin. Thanks, boss. Okay, later, man. What are you?
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, He straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
This guy. I think he did it.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
This guy was kind of a jerk, so I kind of want to go with this guy. Move closer to him, or a noble option. He dares beckon you like a common servant, sniff and pretend not to notice him. Noble option may not have been the one I wanted. Let's just move closer.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck.
Really
he
good.
winks.
He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
It does. It was starting to
Hocking
hurt.
a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction,
Appreciate it.
the Sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Oh, well, I'm not getting winning any popularity contests around here, am I? Ask Ifan why the Magister suspects him of murder. Or, this doesn't seem like the optimal part of the ship to hang around, take or leave. I mean, I'm already in. Might as well continue.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Yeah, Vic, isn't that right?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
What a weird thing to just do.
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Pointed? Is that supposed to mean something?
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Johnny Big Pants. Ask Ifan what he did to find himself at the mercy of a subordinate, or say that you're still curious about the murder. Did he do it? Quietly back away. We're not really curious about the murder. I don't think these guys would murder their own. I mean, we're all on this boat together, prisoners. What did you do to find yourself at the mercy of a subordinate?
Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from
Joy.
interested parties.
I mean, I'm really not curious about it, but might as well ask.
No.
No. Alright. Well.
The dead man,
Said no.
Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Ask Ifan if he knows anything about where you're headed, Fort Joy. He did seem familiar with it. He called it the Joy.
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show.
I'm guessing he's not a favored party here.
Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Say that you'd like to meet Alexander. You'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order. Tell Ifan that's one acquaintance you're not eager to make. Or say that you've no interest in Alexander. All you care about is surviving Fort Joy. Let's go. I mean, we're all stout dwarf. Let's do it.
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
That's okay.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, dwarf, what's your name?
Oh, crap. Now I've done it.
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
You're one for the theatrics, aren't you?
Name.
Name. Tell him your name. Say that your name is Gil. Gil. Refuse to give him your name. Who's... Okay. I'll just tell him my name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Okay. And I just remembered we did unlock some journal entries. So let's see what these said. We have the collar down here at the bottom. I am bound by a magical collar. Wait, no, that was the old one. My source collar blocks my ability to use powerful source magic. The Magisters believe this will prevent me from posing a danger to others. Also, troubled waters. We have been told to look for Magister William at the stern of the ship in order to be registered. Perhaps we can explore a little before we go to him. That's kind of what we're doing. A fellow sorcerer has been discovered murdered. We've been told we will receive a gold piece as a reward if we bring back evidence to Magister Waters regarding who did it. Probably not going to do that, to be honest. Okay, so we picked up that, Can I put the... Oh, man, I put the box on top of the bed. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, bed. So we ended up picking up the, let's say candlemaker? Huh. Anyways, we picked up the greasy key. It unlocks this door right here, so. Unlocked. Waddle, 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 waddle. Alright, now this is the pantry. You can see all kinds of stuff to take. Small poison bottle. They keep that in here? Let's go ahead and snag everything here. Just steal all the things. It's not stealing, actually, because it's white hand. Cooking pots. I don't know where we're storing all this, but.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Some stuff's going down. Let's steal the garlic. Some more garlic. We got some plates here. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. We got a stool we can sit down on. Another plate. Let's turn. We have this thing. We have this. New recipes. 6 new recipes learned. I think for cooking, I guess so. Restoration scroll, nice. Bottle of wine, orange. A herring? Okay. 4 gold, nice, nice. Healing potion, oh, okay. In there. And that's it. Alright. I don't think we can go through this door, right? No, it is locked. Okay. So let's go and head back out here. So if you remember, we came down this side, but we actually haven't gone down this side of the ship yet. So let's check it out. There's a bucket here. All right, I'm actually gonna take a second to look at all this new stuff we got. There's a lot. Oh my gosh. So we got the extra healing potions, some more money. We picked up some mashed potatoes. Let's auto sort actually real quick. See how this organizes things. I don't know. Bottle of wine, effects unknown. A simple vintage with notes of almond, cinnamon, and the winemaker's wasted youth. Okay. Mug of wine, effects unknown for the refined. Enophile?
I forgot
Guess
how
that's
to
a wine
say.
connoisseur.
I did.
Herring, effects unknown. Is it just you or is its eye following you? That's weird. Garlic, effects unknown. Hardy wayfarers will wax lyrical on the many esoteric uses of garlic. Truth is, they just like the taste of it roasted. More garlic, same thing. Yeah. Orange, effects unknown, cultivated and exported from the equator by expert lizard horticulturist. Potato, effects unknown, cook it, cut it, eat it, love it. Mashed potatoes, 1 strength heals 10 vitality, duration 6 turns. A stick to your bones, warm you through sort of meal, excuse me. The healing potions. A small poison bottle, 57 to 63 poison. That is a lot. Set poison for 2 turns. Contrived from the scum of Rivalon's vilest troll's feet, witches' guns, and demon dung. And this poison will take down an average-sized warlock. Wow, I don't know what a warlock is, but that sounds intense. There's a resurrection scroll, a restoration scroll. Restore vitality of a target character. Restoration also cures poison and bleeding. It restores 7 vitality. So this is a scroll that does the same as my actual spell. So we'll put this over here with our other one, and then we've also got the poison bottle. We'll put that down there. Where were we? The water balloon. We have a pocket knife. 3 to 4 physical damage, 150% critical damage. Can backstab. Backstabbing deals critical damage when you attack from behind your target. Level 1, scales with finesse, 0.8 meter range, durability 20 at 20. Looks like a little Tommy Terror lost his apple knife. I'm gonna equip that. So now we've got a knife. Somewhere. Right there, you can see it on our belt. Bucket. Helmet. 3 physical armor, -1 initiative. Level 2. Can hold fluids or heads. Perfect. Bucket on the head, dwarf. Yeah. Journal. Used to read. This tome contains no text. Instead, sketches of dragons fill every page. The artists are hardly talented, but clearly enthusiastic. Okay. So, cooking pot. It's a cooking pot for cooking. There's another cooking pot, but it's actually, this one's worth 8, this one's worth 4. I wonder if that's just because there's 2 there. I didn't stack these, I don't know. Robe, that. Okay, we have a washing tub. It actually weighs a lot, 20 pounds. Chipped plate, 4 of them, useless. And the greasy key. No key, now it's find what it can lock. Wonder, can we put this in our backpack? Yeah, we'll put keys in our backpack. Alright, anything else here? Negative. Let's head over here. What do we got in here? Box, milk crate. Is there anything underneath it? Let's see, can I move this anywhere? No, it doesn't look like it. Target is too far.
That's enough now.
Target's too far, what do you mean? Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else in there. Some people here.
Oh, hi. You're a dwarf.
I am.
My best friend is a dwarf. Her name is Esther. She's smaller than me, but stronger too. I'll see her when I get home.
Alright, you're going home, Trice. I have a lot of stuff to sell. If you want it. Orange juice. You have 11 gold. I'm gonna sell you stuff. It's worth 4 coins. What's this worth? 1? Okay, let's sell. Selling cooking pots to this small child. Why not? Give you a journal. What else can I sell you? I don't know if I need all this food. I guess we'll hang on to it for now. That's 9 gold worth. I'll take your 9 gold. You can have cooking pots and washing tub and... Oh man, it's great. This is definitely a good deal. You're gonna want this. I don't know what all of this I'm actually gonna need, but we'll 99, okay. She wanted it. Sweet. Thanks, Trice. You're the best. Sandy?
You know Losa? She's a really good
Losa,
singer.
that's her name.
I'm
This is that one I
better.
couldn't remember.
Listen.
She really
La,
good.
la, 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 la.
That actually wasn't bad. I'm impressed. Stained pants. I already have stained pants. Yeah. Wait, why are they stained? Who stained them? Egg, 5 gold. We really have, I don't know, should we keep any of this food or should we just sell it? I feel like getting into the cooking of this game might make this whole playthrough a little bit longer than we're wanting, so let's not get into the cooking of it. We've got healing potions. I don't think that we're gonna need all this, so let's steer clear of it just to keep this from being a 100 episode game. Alright, there's 5 gold for your 5 gold. Let's do that. And then let's go back to you, Trice. Hi.
You like to play ball? We like to play ball.
I love ball. Just the game Ball. It's a great game. Ball. That's for 7 gold. This is worth 1. I'm gonna keep the mashed potatoes just because it tells me what it does, and it's not something that I have to cook. Drinks might be useful to keep as well. You know what? I'm gonna keep the rest of this. I'm not gonna sell it to you. All right, who's the last one? Polly.
My mum told me not to make friends with dwarves, but I think dwarves are nice. Like people, shorter and weirder.
I feel like you're a racist. What do you got? Long branch, pumpkin, herring, 5 gold. Again, I don't have anything I want to sell yet, so. Losa. This is one of the main characters.
Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Allergical. Play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken. Squint at the lot of them. Who's Losa? Say she must have you confused with somebody else. Someone else, excuse me. Look at the passel of dirty kids and say they seem well enough like brats to you. Or take a leave. I'm gonna play along. And this lady wants to be my wife, why not?
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
Really, that's the name you chose, huh? Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb.
What? What's so funny?
Your name.
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
I suppose. Say that's true enough. Shake her hand, Losa, you presume. Ask if she couldn't find some more age-appropriate companions. Say you're more concerned with survival than entertainment. I mean, I'm wearing a bucket on my head, so I guess I can't be too judgmental here. That's true enough. I'm wearing a bucket.
You presume right.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board. Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs. We should watch each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it.
You're right.
You take care, though.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Fair enough.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
Do you have to sneeze?
As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Okay.
Good luck, Chief.
Yeah, thanks. Crazy. Bark. That's not who I wanted to talk to. I want to talk to him.
Name?
Who wants to know? No, I can definitely see it's Magister Jalen. Tell him my name.
You aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
That makes sense. What do you have to trade?
Surely.
Empty potions, mug of water, apple juice, 6 gold. Still nothing more to sell, so.
I'll tell you.
Thanks, bud.
Quiet long enough for me to listen.
Let's see. What's in here? Nothing. There's another bucket. Give me your bucket. Now I have stuff to sell. This is the way that we're gonna have to go. So let's dip down here. Turn my camera on here. Got some more stuff here. Bedrolls, another bucket, another bucket. Is there anything else over here that's not lighting up for me? Negative.
You've got this wolf on a leash now.
I mean, I can sell stuff, right? Let's see. Oh, Gil. Okay,
Stay
you're
away
Gil.
from the Magisters, brother. They killed that fellow back there. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but I know it all the same.
Okay. You have stained pants. I don't need them.
No.
Salmon pie, potato. Okay, you don't have any money, so I won't sell anything to you. I do see a lot of mugs of beer here.
No.
What's your name? No.
Gods, didn't your mother teach you any manners?
No.
She got eaten by a void woken.
Oh shit.
Forget it.
Yeah, I walk away too. Alright, Beast. This is another one of the main
dwarf
characters.
sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
So is mine. We have like the same beard.
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Boy, tell him you ought to think twice before addressing me like a child. I do have a bucket on my head. Ask what you're meant to be hearing. Wave his request away and ask him what he knows about the murder. What am I meant to be hearing?
The ship, of course.
Ship, okay. Quiet and listen to the sound of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Tell him the ship is moaning like a sick man. The sea sounds angry, like it's trying to capsize the ship. Remark that your shipmate starts chatty as gulls. You can barely hear over the din. Let's talk about the sea.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds of the ship fade away. Ask him what you're supposed to be listening for. Tell him you don't have time for them. Let's try and do it by ourselves. I don't want to ask
There
for
now,
help yet.
just like that.
The squeak! It wasn't narrated.
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard that, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Ask what's got him so excited. There was nothing more than a rat. Nod, you heard it. What's it supposed to be? Decide to leave him soundscape and take your leave. Now, let's see. What was it?
It's the wheel. The
Wheel.
wheel. Don't you
Wheel.
see, you beautiful idiot?
Idiot.
Squeaks whenever the helmsman
I like him.
jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, Only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Why are you excited? Tell him he shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard. Burn my beard. I feel like as a dwarf, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. We have the same beard too. Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place, or no, he must be a practiced sailor. Ask what the figure means to him. These are both good options, but as a dwarf with a similar beard, this is the one we're going with.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate.
They're covered under a bucket, but yeah. Okay, now we can ask him. I'm gonna ask him about Fort Joy. This is a good option, but I'm gonna ask him why he's excited about Fort Joy.
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Cock an eyebrow. If he's hatching an escape plan, you want in. Say nothing, but look him over once before leaving. You may want to find him again inside Fort Joy. Let's do that one. We don't want to talk about an escape plan. There's two guards walking about.
It was one of them. I know it.
Alright, let's see. We got some more stuff going on over here.
Would you put a
This is
knuckle
the
on
Red
it?
Prince.
I'm trying to
He's one of the
They don't care about us. We're the cattle.
go ahead and loot all
I'll
the
give you that
all the
knuckle
stuff.
if you keep carrying on.
One of us will kill our own.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Honeyed meat sounds really good. Ooh, stained shirt, 2 physical armor. It's better than what we got. Nothing special, just the everyday clothes of regular citizen. Let's get it. And then I have stuff to sell. So I need to sell 16 worth. Sell all my buckets. This water barrel.
Never
I'm
thought you'd
not even
end up
close
a
yet.
prison guard, Vic.
I really don't want to get rid of my money yet.
Well,
Let's
right.
sell some bottles of
I
beer.
always knew you'd turn out rotten.
Ooh, that's
Ben
close. Is there one?
Your kind always
Mug
hung
of wine.
closest to
There
our
we go.
divine,
Perfect.
like wolves
Except-
around a campfire.
I don't know that I'm gonna need that alcohol. We have more.
Well,
And
this
okay,
wolf on
let's
a
check
leash now.
this shirt. Like my
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here,
right.
we'll hand
So
you
now we're
right over
rocking
the side
3
of the
armor,
ship
right?
with it.
Let's see, physical armor 6. Oh right, I have this as well.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
Alright, let's auto sort. Sweet.
Seems to me you should be a little more afraid. There's a killer about, after all.
There's a killer about
So
after all.
overboiling a bit of cabbage
All
becomes
right.
a crime. I shall
Oh,
hope
I didn't talk to the Red Prince. What am I doing?
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
How?
The lizard
I'll
looks
do.
you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
Okay.
All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
My teeth. Okay. Humor him. Let's see where this leads. Mumble through clenched jaws. What on earth is he doing? The nerve. Slap his hand away hard. I'm gonna mumble through clenched jaws. I feel like that's what my character would do. And I mean, when I play these games, I have to play it as I would play my character, because that's all I really can do. So, if you guys are wondering why I'm choosing the options I am, that's why.
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Can we? Nod, tell him you're quite the wizard in the kitchen, a true chef. Laugh and say you can hardly tell a turkey from a turnip. You're not answering his damn questions. Take your leave. I'm gonna say we're a wizard in the kitchen. We are a good cook.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach.
Yeah, me too.
On to the second question.
I actually
you
can
knit,
cook.
Weave. In short, tailor?
Can I tailor? Not really. Most certainly. Tell him, given a sheet of satin, you can make a bum look like a baron. Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your garb and say these provide cool in the summer. Yeah, I'm not much of a tailor.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic. A bag is as good as a shirt.
Don't
kind
make
of
fun of my
style.
helmet.
I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance?
Have you seen my helmet?
The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Should draw a smiley face on my helmet. That's what I should do. Sanger must certainly have personal pride. You're no stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes. Rubbing your chin, tell him you're trying to recall the last time you bathed. What month this is? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Man, I'm personal pride. Got a beautiful helmet.
Basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we?
Okay.
As per your own testimony, you can cook and groom, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit.
A little rude, but alright.
Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
You're over the moon. Tell him you accept. Stare at him blankly. He thinks you're his what now? Tell him you've half a mind to punch him in the face. I feel like telling him half a mind would just give him a reason to make fun of me. But staring at him blankly would probably do the same. I'll do it this one.
My slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of this honor to sink in. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoot.
What a dick. Sorry. What a guy. But the characters of this game are definitely very unique. Let's talk to... Oh, I'm running right by him. Let's talk to Fane.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Stare at him in shock and ask what the hell he thinks he's doing. Why is everybody touching me? Ask whether the book he's reading is any good. He seems engrossed in it. Ask who you're speaking to. Reach over and ruffle his hair with a grin. I mean, yeah, you just did it to me. Let's do it to him.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it...
You just did it to me.
Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult.
I thought we were just having a moment.
You have my apologies, dwarf.
And you have mine, elf.
Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Look at him curiously. You're not sure he understands what's happening. You're bemused. Who is this guy? Ask what this book is. He seems to really haven't drawn in. Who is this guy?
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough. It is pleasurable to meet you.
Thanks. Ask what exactly he's seeking. There's not a lot of knowledge in the world. Not towards his book. Has he found much knowledge in there? Ask what he's seeking.
Is there? Wherever do you keep it? Certainly not in your books. I have been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Okay. Tell him about the war between the Divine Order and the Black Ring. It's dwarfed everything that went before. We have a dwarf option. Sigh, sadly. The Dwarf Empire was great once, but it's shrunk a lot in its recent history. The Mystic. Explain that Rivellon's history is the battle between Source and the Void, good and evil, light and darkness. I feel like I feel like this guy would appreciate the Mystic option. Let's see.
Oh, please.
Oh.
I have no interest in that.
Never mind.
Your books are too full of it already. No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Admit that some things are just aren't known. Look at him incredulously. The gods are forces of nature. They don't have a history. Ask why he's so curious about the gods. Or Mystic option. You have often pondered the nature of the gods, but you don't have any sure answers. Let's try it again.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else?
Man, people like you really don't like me.
Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Insist. No, I'm not gonna insist. I feel like this guy, he didn't want to talk. bugger off. Alright. Last guy.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
I don't know why, but I like this guy. Tell him you're fine. Say you've been through worse. Ask if he actually cares. Ask if he'd be fine collared like a dog and stuck in a ship's hold with a corpse and a murder on the loose. I'm gonna say I've been through worse.
Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know.
God-woken.
You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Let's trade. Do I, my old, washboard, needle. I'm a Devere. Likened to armor for its scaly appearance. It's a particularly tough strain of fungus. Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna sell my shirt. That's all I really got now. I already sold everything else. Oops. End. Alright, let's go ahead and auto sort the inventory there and head on in with my helmet.